50,000 years ago, the first humans, Homo Neanderthals. Neanderthals were human. We're learning more and more now about that version of us, our cousins. And we might touch on this, I'm not sure, we'll see how we go. But 50,000 years ago, at a point in the Ice Age where it was warm enough, or at least mild enough for people to come this far north, they were hunting at Creswell Crags 50,000 years ago. And then it started to get cold again. There's a great big gap for about 20,000 years when Homo-sapiens arrived for the first time. And then it gets cold again. We get this thing called the glacial maximum, and then people start to return. We've been around ever since. So that's really the story of the gorge. Today it's very, very green. Back then it would have been very, very white. The lake you can see right now is really a modern artificial lake, and that was created by the Duke of Portland in the 1870s, who owned all of this land, and his family still do, did various things to beautify this landscape. So really it's just a flat bottom floor with a stream going through it. And on either side there's just two crags, these two cliffs with holes in either side. And then in the north side of the gorge, which is south-facing, gets the sunlight, gets the warmth. So if you are a prehistoric hunter-gatherer, the caves on the north side are the ones you're going to set up camp in because it gets the sunlight. So that's what we've got over here in Derbyshire, are these caves, several caves that people use for their camping season for a few months of the year. And then on the other side of the gorge, it's dark, it's in shadow, and there's only a couple of caves in there. One of them is called Churchill Cave, which is where we have engravings of animals, which we know to be 13,000 years old. These are the oldest images in the whole country. They're the most northerly Ice Age art in the world, and it's incredible, and it's beautiful. It's very old, it's very faded. It doesn't look like, if you're familiar with these incredibly decorated panels in the south of France in these areas, Chauveau Cave, Lascaux. You look at these incredible, beautiful coloured images up on the rock. It's all right them doing down there. It's warm. It's good weather. I'm not impressed with that. The people that were coming to Creswell Crags were the hardy northers coming to the edge of their world. And whatever they were doing, wherever they were doing it, they still had this need to engrave animals on the rock. And they're very old and they're very weathered, but you can come today and stand in the spot where somebody 13,000 years ago took a flint and built up lactic acid in their arm as they scratched these animals over the course of about an hour and a half. Why? We don't know.